Hey, all right, guys, let's dive into the eerie and downright spine-tingling case of Roland Doe, also known as Robbie Mannheim. This story is the one that inspired the most famous horror tales of all time. That's right, The Exorcist. So grab your seat, because this tale from the late 1940s is really quite the roller coaster. So the story begins with a young boy who, for privacy's sake in the reports and media, was called Roland Doe, or Robbie Mannheim. This wasn't his real name, of course, but that's how we've come to know him. So Roland was just a regular kid living in the United States, but things started to get bizarre after his beloved aunt, who taught him to use a Ouija board, passed away. So it's said that this is where things really went sideways or went south. So soon after her death, strange things began to happen around Roland. Objects would move on their own, eerie sounds echoed through the house at night, and there were even reports of furniture flipping over without anyone even touching it. Really strange. So this kind of paranormal activity escalated quickly, and naturally it freaked everybody out, including Roland's family. Very, very strange. So they started to seek help, and his family consulted doctors, psychiatrists, mental health practitioners, trying to find a logical explanation for the disturbances. But when medicine and science couldn't provide answers, that's kind of when they turned to their religious faith. So this led them to the approach the Roman Catholic Church would put together, where they were put in touch with priests who specialized in these, let's say, less than ordinary situations. Very strange. So the priests who met Roland were convinced that he was under the influence of complete demonic forces. Why, you ask? Well, during their interactions, Roland reportedly exhibited some really, truly bizarre behavior. So, for one, he spoke in voices that were clearly not his own. He showed supernatural strength, far beyond what a boy of his age could possess. And yes, there was even claims that he levitated right off the bed. So you can imagine how terrifying that would have been to witness. So in response, the church decided to perform an exorcism. Yeah. So not just one, though, but several really intense sessions to try and rid Roland of whatever was haunting him. So these exorcisms, they weren't quick. They were lengthy, grueling, and physically draining for everyone involved, and especially the boy himself, Roland. Now, you want to ask, what are the details of these sessions? Well, the details of the sessions are literally stuff of nightmares. Scribbling appeared on the body of the boy. He was speaking in tongues, exhibiting a ferocity that seemed to be like way beyond his years. So the events culminated in a final exorcism held at a hospital in St. Louis. So where, after intense prayer, confirmation, the priests involved claimed that they were successful in driving the evil spirit or demon away. So really, according to reports, after the last exorcism, Roland went back to normal, as if nothing had ever happened. He reportedly grew up to lead a rather ordinary life, which is a huge contrast to the terror-filled days of when he was younger. So the case of Roland Doe is one of those stories that just kind of blurs the lines between reality and the supernatural. It's a reminder of how deeply our beliefs can influence our perception of the world around us. So whether it's a true possession, or whether it was a psychological break, or something else entirely different, we may never fully know the true extent. But the impact of his story is quite undeniable, having inspired not only the movie The Exorcist, but also countless debate and discussion on the nature of faith, the power of the supernatural, and the capabilities of the human mind and reality itself. Yeah. So there you have it. The tale of Roland Doe, a story that really continues to fascinate and horrify to this day. I may even go watch The Exorcist now. So whether you're a believer in the paranormal or a skeptic, the story of Roland certainly makes you wonder about the mysteries that lie, really just beyond our understanding. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Whispers of Myth. And remember to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.